I'd say the most significant change we did from that particular project. We did a social assessment of protected areas, which is a multi-stakeholder methodology that looks at the positive impacts and negative impacts that a protected area is having towards the well-being of communities. And through that, we did the social assessment of protected area. We identified from communities the gaps that the PA, that is the Kamungi Conservancy, had towards the people who live next to the wildlife dispersal areas. And from that, we were able to identify gaps that we didn't otherwise realize they were there, because these were coming, we got responses directly from the people who were affected. And we realized that human-wildlife conflict was the biggest negative impact that the people felt. And it was followed by people resonating on areas of unemployment and all that. And we realized that all that is because of communication. So we realized that we do not communicate with the communities well. We needed to come up with to look at ways that we can start now communicating with communities, better communication channels or methods. And we realized that we had issues with the governance issues. So basically, the most significant change that I can say is that the SAPA process helped us identify gaps that were within the communities, and right now we are able to mitigate those gaps. We are now doing projects which are people-driven, emanating from the communities themselves, and therefore they have that ownership and they are being embraced, and we are doing projects that have an impact. And ideally now we are looking at now converting all those negative impacts that we identified into positive impacts. We have a project that we call the 10% fence plan, where we have people who live in an area we call the wildlife-friendly zone, where we have very many, especially the elephants, which is the most, the animal that it's the most destructive animal around. So we have built a 10% fence plan, where we fence 10% of our beneficiaries' land with an electric fence. So a farmer can be able now to do farming practices, his or her property is secured and all that, so we've been able to do that. It's like 99% working with zero human-elephant conflict cases. Right now we can say that the meetings, we have over 200 to 300 people per meeting. So that's something which is very positive. Because of the governance issues, we were able to come up with a grievances mechanism and redress mechanism structure. So we have developed it. We have a fund dedicated for grievances mechanism, and people can send out their grievances, which within 72 hours can be sorted. We also have, we identified that people didn't understand, the communities didn't understand the relationship between the communities and the rangers. Right now we have the rangers having drop-in session in community meetings. They talk to community members, tell them about their standard SOPs, standard operating procedures. The communities tell them about their grievances on how. Right now we are trying to create that good relationship between the scouts and the communities. So basically it has helped in getting and in having the medium grant well effectively implemented.